Okay.
Hello, my name is Martin Trybus. I'm Professor of European Law and Policy at the University of Birmingham in the United Kingdom. But I'm actually originally a German, the only German at this conference here today and yesterday. A couple of the sessions dealt specifically with experiences, priorities, future policies of various member states. We heard from Italy, we heard from Ireland, we heard from Spain, we heard from France, and I was here to a certain extent to give some insight into perhaps the German priorities over the next few years towards the Eurozone crisis and towards the current situation. I was specifically asked to prepare a view of the main or the biggest government party in Germany, the Christian Democratic Union, looking at its history and at its stance towards European integration. I lined out that since the very beginning of the foundation of that party after the Second World War, it's been an extremely pro-European party that regards itself as the party for Europe, and has done so since the first Chancellor Adenauer under Kohl, and is doing so under the current government of Angela Merkel as well. The Christian Democrats at the moment are governing Germany together with the Liberal Party. It is quite unlikely at this moment, yes, I'm going on record on that one, that this coalition can be continued after the elections next September, pretty much exactly in a year's time. And that therefore the current leadership of the Christian Democrats and Angela Merkel have to think about how to prepare for that to a certain extent. Possibilities are that either the current Christian Democrats work with the Social Democrats, or that indeed the Social Democrats and the Greens are taking over. However, whatever party, whatever constellation will be running Germany from September next year, it is very likely that this pro-European policy will be continued, and possibly only over the last few weeks, a policy which was rather preparing for a Greek exit and was trying to prepare German policy towards that possibility has changed quite dramatically. Towards a quite determined policy towards keeping all member states of the European Union, all the member states of the Eurozone inside of the Eurozone, including Greece, and even to think ahead and try to get more members into the Eurozone, especially Poland. So that theory that used to be called the chain or the domino theory, the chain theory whereby the Eurozone is a chain, and it's only as strong as its weakest link. The weakest links are perhaps Greece and Portugal, and if you remove those weakest links, then the whole chain gets stronger. That policy, I think, was changed probably only about 2 weeks ago towards the domino theory, which says basically it's like a row of domino stones, and if one of these stones falls, the entire row falls, and that has to be prevented. Towards the end of my presentation, I kind of exceeded my brief a bit and made a few comments about a judgment of the German Federal Constitutional Court that was issued last week on the 12th of September, and which I think will be a very important topic of discussion over the next few weeks. And in that decision, the Constitutional Court had to decide about the constitutionality under the German Constitution of the ESM, and it did decide, broadly speaking, I cannot go into very much detail here, but broadly speaking, that the ESM arrangements as they stand at the moment are constitutional. So there is a bit of calming down here, because there was a lot of anxiety whether the Constitutional Court would decide in this way, but that this is limited for the current time to the 190 billion contribution that Germany has made to the 700 billion ESM structure. Thank you very much for your attention.